Hey everybody, Jimmy with Jimmy's Thrifts. I just got a quick haul video for you. Had found a lot of really good stuff tonight. It was actually one of my better hauls from a slower thrift store that's been really slow lately. And I found some really great stuff. So I guess I'll show you that. First item here is Jessica. No, but for real, there was this puppet, Jessica. It's a, oh, where's the tag? It's a Gunned Living Puppets. This is Jessica. So, I don't know what this is worth because there's really not many listed. There was a couple other puppets, but I probably should have bought. But I paid $7.99 for her, and so hopefully this will sell. I think some of the other similar puppets were selling for like $70, but we'll see. I don't know if it's really worth that much, but usually puppets aren't something you find a lot, and I feel like eBay would be a place to buy a puppet if you were really looking for one. So this is the first item I found. Next item I found were these Hoka Clifton 4s. These are, I don't know how good you can see these, but they're pretty good shape. The bottoms had some pretty even wear, a little bit of heel drag, but they're clean with no rips and tears. And I mean, this is a reseller, bread and butter, kind of everybody knows about this now. But Hokas sell really well, you know. There's quite the following for these. Next item I found is something to keep your eye out for, which is KitchenAid Parts, or KitchenAid attachments, I should say. This one's a vintage KitchenAid attachment. This is when it was made by Hobart, but nonetheless, it's still worth a good amount of money. And I noticed in the eBay solds that there was all these parts, these 3 parts that come with this whole kit, are selling for good money individually. So I may part this out, but I spent $2.99 on it. I didn't think there was a big risk there at all. So they do need to be cleaned up. It looks like they've been very used. One of the next items I found was this pot, and this is a Belgie. I don't even know how to say that. Belgique. Belque maybe. But this is a pretty nice pot. It's got a copper bottom. One thing to look out for is copper bottom pots. A very popular brand is Villaware that made copper bottom pots. And those have some value, but this one I think is worth more than most Villawares. And I think this is selling for around $40. It's just a 1-quart pot, but I did see like 1 or 2 solds. And this one was a pretty sought after model. So keep your eye out for these. Sometimes you can just grab them and you'll know that they're a good quality pot. Next thing I picked up was just a little hat here. This just looked interesting and it looked in really clean shape, probably never worn. This is what they call a 5-panel hat. And this is a not vintage whatsoever, but this may sell for $10 to $15. I paid $2.99, not a big deal. It doesn't really fit my head, it's kind of low profile, so I won't be keeping it, but I'll be selling it. But it's something I can just throw in my store, really easy to list, and keep my algorithm going with constant listing. So some quick little items like this I do like to grab. Low profit, but you know, keep the sales rolling. Here's something to look out for. It's a Villaware. Villaware is like a electric cookware brand that's pretty high quality. This makes those little cookies. They're like an Italian cookie, and these sell pretty well. Paid $5.99 as long as they work. Luckily, the thrift stores around me do allow returns within 15 days. So you just test it quick, see if it works. If it doesn't, take it back, get your money back, or store credit, or whatever they give you. Next thing I found was this little Sony HD Bloggie. This is a little vlogging camera. It's got a rotating lens here, so you can be seeing yourself as you're vlogging, stuff like that. And I think this was selling for around $30. I paid $5.99. Good little find. Of course, I'll fully test it and see, you know, if it's working well. I did have scratches on the screen, but there is a screen protector on it, so that was one of the reasons I was like, yeah, I'll take a risk on it because it's pretty well protected and looks good. Next thing I bought is this little Craftsman portable radio. You slap a battery on the bottom of Craftsman, I think it was an 18 volt battery, maybe 19 volt battery. Plug it in there and you've got the radio on the job site. This one, I don't have the battery to test it, but there is a negative and positive terminal down there, so I'm just going to hook another drill battery to that and see if it starts up and turns on and plays, so that way I can test it. And this should sell for around $35, and I paid $3.99. I grabbed another pair of shoes, these New Balance. I don't usually pick up New Balance, but these seem to be like on the higher end of New Balance. These are New Balance 860s. These should go for like between probably $35 to $40, with the wear, which was really, really even wear. Which, something you got to look out for is too much heel drag. People aren't going to want that. And a lot of people run on the outside of their foot, and in this area it'll be really worn. That's another thing people don't want, because when they're running, their feet are going like that and they're wearing on that, and that's basically the shoe is too worn to run. So, because everybody's foot's not the same, but the shoe, if it's still even, you know, it's still a good pair. I grabbed this little store filler right here. That's what I call things that are just quick and easy to list, low profit. I mean, this is probably $10 to $15 profit, but it's actually open box. Everything's still wrapped up inside. They had it at a garage sale for $10. They donated it, and now they sold it to me for $2.99. And these are selling for $20 to $25. But things like this, couple pictures, get them quickly listed, and it's in your store. And you know, this may not sell till next spring, but that's fine. It was only $2.99. So these are quick little grabs. Profits there to make it worth your time to just list quick. It's a keyboard. It's a Yamaha PSS 270. I paid $10 for this, $9.99. I will be testing it, and it does have batteries back here that can be tested. And in the store, I checked this to make sure there wasn't any corrosion in the battery terminal. One thing you want to look out for in electronics is corrosion, and this was clear. And Yamaha is a pretty good brand for keyboards and electronic instruments, as well as regular instruments. And I figure this is going to go for, I think, $75, I think I saw. So that'll be a good sale if this goes, and I just, of course, have to test it. And if it doesn't work, I'm returning it. The last find of the night was this Sony. This is a CD cassette combo boombox. These old boomboxes do have quite a bit of value. One thing you want to look out for is to make sure that the antenna is still on there and intact. The antenna is a big deal, I guess, as far as these old boomboxes go, and that it has both speakers. So I'll be testing this, and it had the cord, so that's nice. And this can go between $50 and $150 depending on condition, but these do sell frequently for parts. So I'll test the CD in there, I'll test the radio, and I'll test the cassette. And as long as it works, I'll be selling it in working condition. This is pretty dusty, so I'll need to clean it up pretty well. But other than that, hopefully this sells for a nice profit, and that'll be a good sale. So that's like pretty much everything I grabbed today from the thrift store. Like I said, it was a pretty decent little haul for just a quick trip. We did it while we were out grocery shopping, so I'm still part-time doing this, so that's kind of when I get to do it. And I had sold maybe 4 things today, so I'll show you those things now, and we'll wrap this up. So that's everything I bought today. Now I'm going to show you what I sold. First thing was this Panasonic like call blocker button. It hooks into your phone jack, and I bought a couple of these at Walmart. It was on Walmart clearance for like $11.99, and I sold this for $29.90 free shipping. And this is light, so it'll go first class, but that's a nice little retail arbitrage flip. Secondly, I sold this Nerf magazine. I think this is a 35 round magazine. these sell pretty well, and I got this for 99 cents, and I think it's selling for like $19.95 free shipping. So it shouldn't be too bad. So I'll make like $7-8 probably on this after shipping. Speaking of Hokas, the ones I picked up today are a different model, but these are the, I think these are Bondi 7s. These are in pretty nice condition. The only thing is they didn't have insoles, and I think that kind of discourages buyers. I've had these listed for like 3 months. I just took an offer on them for $60. So good little bit of profit there. These are always good shoes. I don't know if you've ever worn these shoes, but they're Hoka as a brand worn a Hoka shoe, but they're very comfortable shoes, and I see why they have a kind of a following. So these are shipping out, and this was a good little sale. I just like to keep the capital coming in so I can buy more stuff that I'm finding, and I only use my profits reinvested, so I'm not using any of my 9-to-5 job money. I'm just using my reselling money to invest back into my small side hustle here. So these are a good little sale. I'm happy to sell things like this, and these were a great find. I think I paid like $9.99 or something for these, so I should clear like good $40, $50 profit, and so I'm happy with this sale. Next sale was one of my favorite sales of the day, and I love selling video games. I have a lot of video games I've sold in the past, and I'm just coming on to finding out that the Guitar Hero games, certain ones are actually worth a good chunk of money. This game sold for $33.99 free shipping, and this will ship for like $4. And I've noticed the Guitar Heroes that have band names, like Guitar Hero Van Halen is this one, Guitar Hero Metallica sold. I had that one. I found that one with this game at the thrift store. And these were only like $3.99, and so that's a good bit of profit. Super easy to list. It's complete. It's got the manual in there. The disc is in great shape for a PlayStation 2 disc, and this is a nice little sale. I love to sell these. I slip them, usually wrap it in cardboard and then slip it into a padded envelope, and that is a great sale. I love selling. I could sell these all day long. You know, the problem is just finding them. So keep your eye out for the Guitar Hero, Metallica, and Van Halen. I think the Beatles Guitar Hero is worth money as well. But keep your eye out for those. They're good little finds. So that's what I sold today. Thanks for watching. If you've gotten this far in the video, I really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button and consider subscribing. And until next time, peace.